of Fluffy's book. Remember how Fluffy completely cornered and neutralized Aran on the Terizla pick against the Paquito 2.
We'll see, man. I think for Aura, they're still going to try and go for those pickoffs, but now with a Kufra and Gwyn, more variety, BIGETRON will have a harder time trying to protect their backline.
Well, let's just enter the land of dawn for game 2 between Aura Fire and BIGETRON. Will BIGETRON sweep Aura with a broom, or Aura Fire, will they force the series on towards a game 3?
It's going to be a game of engages, man. Whoever gets the better pickoff will win it out. For BIGETRON, it's a bit more simpler just because the high will be on a Kufra. It's a bit more straightforward, whereas BIGETRON has a counter-engage potential.
Solo go. Level 1. Fortunately, Sorizo though, level 2. Oh, misses that first skill. So, no first blood here in that first minute. BIGETRON Alpha again. I really like what Chive decides here with the Purify, but lethal battle.
Onward into the Earth Shatter and even a win there. First blood by Superken onto Van. The two young junglers from Indonesia showing what they've got. But Superken has had Van's number so far this series.
That's the combo, man. 2 knockups into a full burst. This is why the trio mid from BIGETRON Alpha is so dangerous. And this combination of heroes allows them to go for pickoffs, but at the same time be relatively safe because they do have an Edith. They can really counter-engage. They can tank some damage in. For Aura right now, as the opposite of game number 1, the mid lane can really clear, but they don't really have anything to go with after. And they're always at risk of getting picked off, especially once level 4 hits.
Yeah, I think for set of BIGETRON as well, they are looking for that level 4. But the battle here, the Battle of Marksmen, seems like it's still very, very fair, but mid-side.
Requiem locking Sorizo down, getting a kill back for Van. Superken looking for the punctures, gets the minion waves, now puncturing again onto High to get to the turtle. First one on the turtle, Earth Shatter coming down from Super Key, now a missing projectile. Even a gush, that's the lockdown from the Titan's Revenge, but he's able to escape with a flicker out. Aran, with a flicker as well, chasing Key down and knocks him out. Now it's Super Sorizo, who isn't level 4 just yet. Looking for some damage right now, is asking to be locked down onto Aran, the rough waves, takes him out. Penalty zone by Sorizo, High taken low, Van versus Ken. High gonna be hammered down, and that's splashed by water. Van still finds the retreat.
Whoa, what a fight. What an early game fight here by Aura Fire and BIGETRON Alpha. But I must say, Aura Fire, they win that one. Slightly.
Slightly. I mean, BIGETRON Alpha, they went into that fight with a numbers sets advantage. That was a bold move. A bit impudent in my opinion. And Aura Fire does punish it away. And Van reminds you again that he is very solid on the retribution. So BIGETRON Alpha might have to go for a different strategy instead of just relying on Superken being able to steal. Because usually it's a bit more guaranteed. Against Van, it's a bit difficult, man.
It is going to be... Super Key caught.
Again, the lockdown with the Requiem. Base damage doing a lot of Tyrant's Rage. Locks him down. Now Moreno's jumping in, misses the Breath of the Ocean. Van with some crisp, clean maneuvers to outplay the situation.
Good recovery, right, from side of BIGETRON Alpha. They lost Super Key, it could have gone worse. But take a look at bot side. Sive, slight plating on that gold shield. But Aran is munching. Aran is just in battle with the minions here, top lane.
But for BIGETRON now, it's a bit difficult. Their side laners actually isn't doing so good, and they're relying on the mid lane pressure and then using that to try and influence the lanes. But now with Aura Fire catching up, having the first move now, it's going to be them engaging on the Super Key again.
Another Earth Shatter, a Mystic Gush, everything, and the kitchen sink thrown at Key, and he's unable to sustain it. Now Shiva is zoned away in the bottom lane as Aura Fire tried to enable the Brody. Another Requiem now locking Super Moreno in a rage to pin him down, giving a kill over to Sin. Now another Tyrant's Revenge onto Sorizo, forcing him back. Aran's waiting in that bush to look for an all-in, but Sorizo flickers out to safety before anything happens. But already, the Dragons are coming back.
Showing some teeth indeed in game 2. BIGETRON Alpha in this position, in this exact minute in game 1, they were leading. They were the ones leading 1,500 gold, but this time, different story. High though might be caught.
Just a bit though.
Okay.
damage from the Claw, not nearly enough. Super Ken walking forward. That's a retreat battle. Super Ken wins it despite a Requiem. Van able to escape for now with finds of execution. Dives deep. High and Sin might fall to this Thorn Rose, and he gets it. On point. Kabuki gets locked down by the Earth Shatter, and Shive guns him down.
Bad coordination here from Aura Fire. They built a lead 4 minutes in, but they just lose it all just like that. Another steal without retry. Well, to be fair, Van didn't use the retry. They didn't have the retry as well, but BIGETRON Alpha, their formation, their setup, Arashi, is just more sharp.
It was just unfortunate for Aura that High was caught out there. The only reason why Aura Fire has been winning out in these engagements is because they have been pulling the trigger using the Kufra initially, and that means that Super Key, that means that Super Moreno, they just don't get the chance to influence the fight. But in that fight, with High exposed initially, it means BIGETRON Alpha can play with security, can go for the steal, and then afterwards keep chasing. It's battle of executions right here, and BIGETRON Alpha might have figured out the winning formula, sort of. Aura Fire needs to change things up.
They really need to, and this might be the key that I feel like Aura Fire is lacking, especially if we're talking about game one, right? But keep pacing. BIGETRON Alpha. Another catch.
Good Petrify to cancel it out. The Mystic Gush barely out of range as Primal Wrath by Super Key, but he gets clapped down, pinned down, another breath of the ocean. As Shive is able to pop that Blazing Duet, gets the kill, but now Kabuki's onto him. Good Purify to get rid of the stacks. Kabuki didn't use that torn apart memory. And now Arano chases him down. Shive able to escape, and Juke bobbing and weaving the Boxer from the Dragon side.
Man, what a mechanic displayed by Shive to Juke Pixel HP bar. And it seems like Aura Fire, they weren't able to just find that kill. Again, the lead, it's very 50-50.
No way.
Oh, no rage, unfortunately. But again, Aura Fire, take a look at the turtle. Already occupied multiple members by the side of Aura.
I don't know about that red tree, man. Super Ken already used it. Penalty zone. Oh, it's a big for a fight. Van gets the red tree down, but now it's an all-in to the back with a Blazing Duet as well. High gets a pin down. Super King can take it out, but it's a trade back for Kabuki's life. Key for Kabuki, and now a run. Gets locked down by the Petri and some waves. Super Moreno picks up another High, running for his life.
Man, the barrage of bullets from Shive is just massive, and unfortunately, Kabuki taken down early. And take a look at the space BIGETRON created. Almost takes that mid-base turret, but Van isn't standing idly by.
I think you do wonder if Aura Fire, if they really plan on playing like this, because they're going against a pretty good teamfight composition, right? Hallmark being the penalty zone from Super Chorizo. That is just such a good utility tool. It ruins your formations, and the Terizla in a fight is just so much more difficult to deal with. But now, Kabuki!
1v1. Super Ken doing exactly what his role says. Assassin on a utility build, though. My God.
That is why he is on an Assassin Emblem, custom Assassin Emblem, also Impure Rage. Why though? Will they commit to this?
Onward. BMI gets him out. Super Key with the Primal Wrath. Baits out the Mystic Gush, too.
That's a great play by Super Key, man. Just denying that engage, right? As long as one of the members of BIGETRON Alpha, one of the engagers, doesn't get hit by the initial combo from High, it means they can just counter engage very reliably. They might go for a dive even now. The composition does support it.
Oh my God.
Solo kill on towards the Roamer.
Assassinate the Roamer.
Almost.
And Ken gets out, bets out the Requiem.
Aura Fire on what was almost a good early game. It seems like now it has been turned around by BIGETRON Alpha, 2,000 lead already. And with the jungles invaded always, yeah, they're going to be behind more, but a catch here on towards Cake.
And the Rage Primal Wrath is still ready there. Super King gets out, but no. The Torn Apart Memory locks him down. High running for his life, but it gets chased out by Super King. His Van is 1 HP. Still able to escape. Roamer for Roamer. But with Van forced to recall, do BIGETRON get this lord for free?
I think they do. Aura Fire, back again. They have a split push, a dual EXP laner compared to a teamfight EXP laner. They won't be able to even approach. And now BIGETRON Alpha with a free lord. Aura Fire, man. They are just not using Aran and this Paquito at all.
It's very hard, very, very hard. And again, it's just Horrifire leading, well, again, just getting munched by the pacing of BIGETRON Alpha. BIGETRON Alpha, what they are able to do in that early game was just create their own tempo, create their own pacing, pick their fights. And when they saw an opening in that second turtle, exactly, head and shoulders as well. 10 minutes in, concealed play.
Ooh, that was definitely not concealed, man. They went in. They didn't even want to conceal anything. It's just guns blazing. BTR, wow.
They're not pressuring so hard. They're forcing Horrifire to group. Even if they want to send Aaron out, that means that they are just that much more likely to just get bursted down, dove on. So Horrifire are forced to adjust, and I don't think that split push is at play anymore, but look at that! Around and around!
Bro.
Super Ken.
Another round? No.
Super Ken styling here, 10 minutes in. BIGETRON Alpha 5,000 gold lead. Will they be able to crack the mid-base turret? Let's see.
Is on it. No real engage, and he still has the Purify. Now the top side going to be chunked on by the Lord. Mystic Gush defensively. Super Ken diving deep, dodges away from the Tyrant's Revenge. He's free in the back, and the Phantom Execution is going to be used up all the way. Finds an assassination, and he gets out as well. It's an all-in team fight for the Red Terminators, and none of them fall down to Aura. Super Key again with the Honor flickers out of the Revenge, goes in for the Earth Shatter. The Dragons have defended a torn apart memory in desperation from the Dragons.
Ooh. Conceal play, 5v3.
Now the bouncing ball, stopping Super Ken in distracts. Another puncture dodged away from. Phantom Execution out. BIGETRON Alpha, do they look for more in the mid lane? Cleared out by Iran. Shiva.
Oh.
One more hit is all he needs. Won't greed out for it.
The temptation to finish up that turret, man. BIGETRON Alpha, though, they stayed so long. I was worried they're about to overstay their welcome. But they still get full value out of it. Turrets barely standing. And Horrifire, man, they were just completely chased down even to their base. BIGETRON Alpha, let's look at the replay here by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. It was initially just Super Ken dodging from everything, even though he was kind of styling. He does get stopped right here, but eventually, Sin, being so vulnerable, can do nothing in the situation, and everyone dove in together. I think they could have gone for the base, but they went for the kills first, and now the game extends, but it seems like it's only a matter of time.
I really love the backup as well, right, from the rest of the members of BIGETRON Alpha, where Super Ken goes in, finds the creative play, and the backup is just so aware that, yeah, let's cover Super Ken. They went in and also provide cover. But now the Lord here, I don't know, Horrifire, should they contest? It's do or die, though. If they can perhaps stake the Lord, it will delay the game, but BIGETRON Alpha, they're 5,000 gold ahead. So not looking good here. It's a 70-30, I might say.
They can just wait it out, man. The wave in the top side is still pushing in favor of BIGETRON due to the base tower taken out. So Horrifire, they're gonna go for a gamble here. It's not gonna pay off.
Onward, Earthshatter, Breath of the Ocean, high lockdown. Chorizo's only the back. Van versus Super Ken! Who gets it? It's Ken who wins it out! Van running for the hills, but gets chased down and gunned down by Shiva. 2-4-0, make it 3 with the Lord.
Bang, bang, bang. BIGETRON Alpha 7,000 gold lead with the Lord. They are looking for the end game, let's say.
Oh, Phantom Execution! Truly is a Phantom Execution. You don't see it, and now an Earthshatter to lock Kabuki down. Shiva's running for the kills. Aran is running for his life. And BIGETRON Alpha has just taken the Dragon's wings and torn it apart.
Beautiful, magnificent. What an opening match of Week 7. BIGETRON Alpha, they have bounced back and started off strong. Horrifire still struggling to find their jam here. Not a good opening for their week.
Man, BIGETRON, everyone was just crazy. Super Ken in particular, man. The fact that he went so reliably, he was doing so many crazy things as a fighter, as a Grok, and then just immediately drifts into an assassin pick. It's just so shocking, and I think Aura were just completely off guard, man. That backline did not stand a chance. What the heck, man? They had a Kufra, by the way. A quote-unquote counter to a Lancelot. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if you have the mechanics of Super Ken or a fire. Man, I see no fire in this match as well.
Ooh.
In the second game. They are just, man, BIGETRON, before playoffs, the season